So you might already have completed all your exams at A level, and you're just waiting for your exam results and the final grades over the 2 years of your A level results before going on to applying for university, or if you already applied, to kind of progress with your application to registering for the academic year 2025-2026. And obviously, as somebody who lives in Swansea, I've seen the universities around here grow. I mean, Swansea University has two main campuses, one in either Singleton Hospital called the Singleton Campus, which is right next to the beach, and it's got a nice green space because it's next to a park as well as a beach. So, if you're somebody who likes running, you can decide to run in a park, or you can decide to run on a beach, or go cycling, or even just for a walk, or just to enjoy relax and unwind on a beach if the weather is nice, which tends to be between April to August. The weather tends to, that's when the weather is really good for you to be able to venture outdoors for a prolonged period of time. And also, if you're somebody who wants to socialize, there's obviously a street called Wine Street, where there's like a selection of bars and pubs, and also some takeaway and shops where you can just meet new people and just go out and enjoy a drink and forget about your studies and all the responsibilities and pressures that come with it. And they've also lately, over the last 5 years, built a lot of student apartment complexes. So the accommodations here tends to be very competitive, and therefore it offers value for money relative to other places in the UK, where perhaps the market is more restricted and you might have to pay more than what it's worth. Here in Swansea, you're more likely to get value for money when it comes to accommodation. So that's a strong selling point. And if you're looking for a job whilst you're studying, obviously here Swansea, there's a lot of like retail stores, bars, and accommodation like hotels. So if you go around and submit your CV, and also fast food places, you're very likely to at least find a part-time job if you're somebody who has a friendly smile, who is willing to work well, and obviously who has good customer service skills. So the ability to listen, the ability to smile, the ability to communicate clearly and concisely, and also be a fun personality. So somebody who is works well with other people, who's not introverted, that's aloof, unlike me. I'm not very good at being sociable, but that's irrelevant for this. But yeah, so there is opportunities here in Swansea. It is a growing city. It is a student-friendly city, particularly over the last 5 years. It's really transformed itself as a student-friendly city, and obviously it offers value for money, and it's not too far. Transport-wise, from major cities like Manchester and London, for example, there's multiple trains leaving Swansea to London, Paddington on a daily basis, and they typically start from as early as 3:45 in the morning up until the evening. And also there's a train to Manchester from Transport for Wales, but that is not direct. It does take its time, and I've experienced both, and obviously it does take a long time to go up to Manchester, but it's well connected. The point is, if you live in a major city and you have to visit frequently, there are transport opportunities. The only thing that's missing is an airport. So the nearest really international airport that can be respected is probably Bristol. There's like an airport just outside Cardiff, but that's just for small European flights. It's nothing significant. But I hope this provides you with a substantially hassle-free kind of review of Swansea, and it gives you a better insight. And if you have more questions or certain things that you want clarity and more information on, I'm more than happy to answer these questions, because I'm somebody who's very confident about how well I know the city, and I'm somebody who is always willing to provide some advice, particularly to people who are less knowledgeable about certain things than I am. Than I am. Yes. So that's pretty much it. Thank you for listening.